These dudes keep looking at me. It's freaking me out. G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. My army of creepers is growing. Soon I'll be able to take over the Diamond Society. That is, if they'll stop trying to blow me up. Now, we've been doing a tiny bit of work out here at the Charge Creeper farm. It's coming along. We've still got lots and lots to do. I sort of stopped building all the big farms because I wanted to build our AFK fisher together. That's going to be over here. I've set aside a tiny little space for it. But I've also been trying to get the place looking nice. See, the last thing I wanted to do was go and build another sort of farm over in this direction and then just have this entire area to decorate. If I do too much decorating in one day, it makes me sad. So I've started doing a little bit here, and I've been trying to light up the entire area because I want to be able to AFK in there at our fisher and not have mobs spawning inside of our big industrial estate. So there is light all through here. I've done my trick with the lights under the pistons, the same thing I did in my base, but rather than have the pistons facing straight up like I have in the base for a wooden floor, I've got them facing down because it's all stone around here. And these aren't all pistons. That would get pretty expensive. Some of these are droppers because they've got the same texture here. You can't tell the difference, and I don't need light every single one of these blocks. So I've got like a piston there with a light under it, then dropper, then another piston. I could have used furnaces. They've got the same texture, but as we now know, droppers are better for lag than furnaces are, apparently. So yeah, that's what I've done. So I've done 2 floors here. I did this one first and I did this one second. You can see I've added a bit more detail to this one because there was something interesting I noticed when I built this. When I finished it, I came up the top here and I noticed it looks bad. it's just too much of this piston block stuff. So we're going to need to change this up a little bit. But the other thing I noticed, it's too much stone. We need to introduce something else. I've been going for the stone because it's good around creepers in case there's an explosion. But yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Now, I'm pretty sure I know which material I want to add into this build. And we're going to head back to base shortly and grab it. And I'm not sure if the problem with this is too much texture. Like, even though the stone's pretty plain, like each block has texture on it. So I may go for a concrete that doesn't have any texture, but will add a bit of something else to this. Or I may go for a concrete powder. Not sure yet. But I've got to do something before these creepers despawn because I want to test out my creeper delivery. See, I've had it working pretty good. I've filled up all of that area just with creepers from my creeper-only farm. But I've been fiddling with this delivery system because I want to strike the right balance between having it hidden and then having it out in the open so someone can come along and go, oh yeah, I see how this works, without me having to put a ton of instructions. If I bury all the tracks, then I have to write a big list of how this thing works. I want people to come along and go, oh yeah, I see. You push the button, the minecart does this, the creeper's going to end up wherever. But I haven't finished designing it. Well, I did finish it without testing it, but I want to change it a little bit. Actually, let's go over here and I'll show you. So the idea is you push this button, the minecart will pop up and head off in this direction. So it's pretty obvious it's going to swing down there and grab a creeper. Then I want people to be able to see the creeper heading off in this direction. They'll see him in the minecart and go, oh yeah, that's where he's going. So at the moment, I've just got him swinging around here, hitting the activator rail. He'll pop out of the cart right here. And then the cart will shoot back in that direction. But I'm a tiny bit worried that the creeper will sort of wander here onto the tracks, the cart will come back, pick him up, and the next thing you know, the creeper's over there right next to you, blowing up all my tracks, and we don't want that. And I thought this was a good place to pop the creeper out because we're already luring mobs from this direction, might as well lure the creeper in this direction as well. Because, yeah, previously I had him just getting popped out of the cart over there, and you had to walk down here and lure him down. And I had one explosion due to lag, and I lost all my tracks. And that's when I decided, no, we're going to move where this guy comes out of the cart. But I need to... Do I need to grab some materials? No, I don't think I do. I just want to change the way this track works so there's no chance of this creeper getting back into the cart. So, first order of business, these cobblestone walls need to go. And we'll just rip up these tracks and move them a little bit. Man, I want to put a redstone block here to power my tracks, but it's going to power that redstone. Okay, this will be easy enough. Oh no, I just, oops, I just turned off the lights in there. That's not good. I need some redstone, quick, hurry up. Okay, lights back on. Hopefully we didn't have any spawns. Let's quickly get up there and have a look. Yep, we're okay. So now that I've moved that repeater, we can throw the redstone block right there, and it shouldn't interfere with anything. And we will bring our tracks down this way, and another one there, and I'm mucking this up. What are we looking for? So I'm going to use the detector rail there to power that one. And the this activator rail will get powered by that as well, so we don't need extra redstone blocks. And I'm going to put upside down, are they upside down half slabs? Is that what you call them? Yeah, across the top here, so the creeper should still be able to run out through here. And when he gets popped out of this thing, this should be the first valid block that he gets popped onto. And he shouldn't be able to go up the top there, and then he can't escape off the edge either. And then I'll just put the same thing along here so it looks nice and neat. So this looks a lot better than it did before, but yep, we're going to test it. We're going to sleep first, but then we'll test it. Alright, weapons at the ready just in case there's a terrible accident. And do I not have my minecart in there? No, I don't. First fail. Alright, let's try that again. Boom. Minecart's on his way. Go get a creeper. And let's hope he ends up over there. Let's walk away from here just in case. we don't want to blow that up. Come on, pick him up. That's one bad thing about this design for picking them up. They're bouncing around the water. It takes a few goes. Look at that. Perfect. And is he going to be able to see me easy enough that I don't have to get too close? Yes, he can. And do I even have a name tag on me? Hey, stay away. Yes, I do. Okay, let's put him in. I've got him here. Might as well put him in. Now, this is the only time moving these creepers when I wish I was getting lag, because these guys would stop, and I think they're not coming towards me, and the next thing I know, they're right on top of me and blowing me up, and it's no fun when that happens. And they tend to cross this trapdoor half the time. I found if I open it at the last minute, they're more likely to fall in. But yeah, it's not fun when they just walk straight over it when you're not expecting it. Got to get nice and close. They can't see me here for some reason. Well, that's a good thing. I don't want them to see me, but yeah, you get so close, you just expect they're going to blow up. So where'd I put the last guy? Yep, let's set this up ready for the next one. I remember now. That problem I've been finding with the creepers running straight over that one wide gap. I don't want to have the same problem over here when I'm trying to lure a skeleton or a zombie out. I don't want him to run over this one wide gap. So we can make this a two wide gap pretty easily and still get him to go in there. So I think we're going to do that now. Okay, so we'll make this little gap here two blocks long and break you, and we're going to put another trapdoor right here. Where are all my trapdoors gone? Here we go. So then when we walk out, we can just go boom, boom, open. Oh, hang on, you're facing the wrong way. That's not good. There we go. Made the jump. Pick it up, pick it up. Yes, okay. So we were going to put that. Okay, we can try again now. So we're luring the skeleton or zombie out. Then we can go boom, boom, and he's definitely going to fall in the hole. Now we just need to make a tiny adjustment right here. Okay, so I've made this a little bit wider now, so they're going to land on this block. So I just want a second water stream just to push them off down into that one. So this should be pretty easy. I'll just throw a sign there, and yes, I think that's all I need to do. And we'll put a block there. Another bucket of water. Okay, now I'm stuck again. Now, how does this look? Hang on, I don't need that one. We may add it back in later on. That's not too bad. That's still a half decent walkway. And you know what? I'm probably going to build it out to here anyway. So it's a 3 wide. Yeah, that's pretty good. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, this is much better. No chance of them being able to walk straight over that gap. And yeah, this whole area looks a lot nicer than it did before too, when I had the cobblestone walls. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. I've still got a bit of redstone wiring to hide there, but yeah, let's head back to base, grab some materials, and I'll do a little something on this floor and we'll see what it looks like. You know, I really love this area of the Nether. I have built the entire thing in this section of the Nether. We've got the double blaze farm here, which I still need to tweak. It gets a lot of blaze sort of stuck down the bottom there. I'm going to make it more efficient later on, but we've got this huge room here with my glowstone chandelier and 2 super smelters up the top there for cooking stuff away with all the blaze rods we get. And then down here we've got the netherwort farm. Well, hang on, we'll look at it through here. So I've got the huge cogwheel, and that goes all the way down. We've got 2 layers of netherwort farm, and then the entrance to the creeper farm down below. And I want to do more out here. Like, I love this area. I want a reason for people to come out here. More of a reason. So we've got 3 farms now. But if I can think of anything else to put out here, I might do it. I was considering doing an easy wither skeleton farm, but Geksu and Hodag are building the ultimate wither skeleton skull farm, so I don't think that's necessary. Although, I'm kind of thinking about one where you can put them through portals and send them over to the charged creeper farm, because I'm pretty sure if you blow them up with the charged creeper, you're guaranteed to get a skull. But that might be too fiddly. We'll see. So you might have noticed this tiny little thing in the wall while we were here earlier. I need a bit of decoration in the walls. These look a little bit bland, but I don't want to go too crazy because this is an industrial estate, basically. So I'm not trying to make the place look too pretty. I'll save the decoration for the floor, but I did need something. So what better than a creeper face? But it's got to serve a purpose. So we've got the area over here where we'll light up the creepers, but I'll keep the flint and steel in this chest that we collect our heads in. But I thought this would be a good spot for name tags. So there's nothing behind that wall, it's just dirt. But we're going to have the AFK Fisher over here. So I figured I'll build it into this wall. There's just dirt behind it. And then I can run a line of hoppers over to this chest. So any name tags we get from our AFK fishing will automatically end up here. But first, let's try something and see what it looks like. Okay, I think that is a definite improvement. The top of his head, I think, should be a block higher, but I can't really do that just because where I put it. Yeah, it looks okay. Just going to try giving him a few blemishes. He's a teenage creeper. I don't know if that's any better or if it's worse. I don't know. It may have looked better before. Okay, we'll forget this for the time being. We'll leave him be, and we'll go play with some of the white concrete powder. So I might just replace a little bit of this, and we'll see what it looks like. But I also think that I'm going to end up opting to use the concrete powder. So we're going to try using just white concrete first, and then we'll put in the concrete powder and see what we think. So this one has no texture. So it's a little bit different to everything we've got so far, which might be a pleasant sort of distraction, because when there's too much texture absolutely everywhere, it's good to put in a block that's just a plain surface, because it just makes everything else stand out a bit more. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not too bad, actually. Let's try the concrete powder. That looks good too. Oh man, now I don't know what to do. Which looks better? I don't know. So I've put down the concrete powder on that side. We're going to put down white concrete here so I can look at them both at the same time. Okay, so I think the concrete powder looks better, but the concrete is more of a statement. So could I use both? Okay, I think this is looking pretty good now. A little bit unfortunate, the creeper holding cell sort of passes over that. But I could hold the creepers underground and the minecart could just shoot down and get them, and maybe have a light come on to say when there's a creeper in there, like have him on a pressure plate powering a light. But I want, like I said earlier, I want people just to be able to look down and go, oh, there's creepers there. Oh, there's a minecart track going there. Oh, here's the controls, No instructions, just be able to look at it and intuitively know how the whole thing works. So we'll leave it like that. But yeah, I'm happy with that floor. So I think we're done. Oops, falling down. But we also have to do this side over here. And I think I'm going to get rid of this middle row of pistons and droppers. And we might replace that with some sea lanterns. But I'll do this one off camera and we'll come back in a little bit and have a look. Alrighty, I've changed up this floor and I didn't have to do a whole lot in the end. I just put in this white concrete powder, replaced the andesite, and you know what? I think that looks really good. I'm very, very happy with that. And yeah, I don't think it needs anything else. And now that I've got this one looking pretty good, just really simply like that, I come over here and this one looks a little bit too busy. So, but I'm not going to redo it. This side we're not going to use very often. It's only for a little bit when you're trying to replace one charged creeper that you've taken out of the farm. This area is the bit we're going to be using the most of. So, by the way, let me know if you like this style of video that I'm doing at the moment. So usually I would just build all of this and then I'd start recording and I'd show you what I've done. But yeah, today I've brought you on the journey, the building journey with me. I think previously I wouldn't know what to say as I was building, but I'm getting better at talking to myself, which may not be the greatest thing in the world. But anyway, having said that, I'm going to now cut and do a whole bunch of building and come back and show you what I've done. We're going to put the AFK Fisher in this wall over here so I can then run a hopper chain for the name tags into that chest. And I'll bring you back when we're going to try something new. Because we've got the head drops enabled on the server and you can get fish heads from fishing. I think pretty much everyone has them already, but I want to try a little idea I've got for extracting the fish heads. So rather than getting rid of everything else and then just having the fish heads left over, I want to try a device that will take them out, which could be a bit tricky because they stack to 64. But I've got no idea if it's going to work, but I'll bring you back for the testing phase. Okay, the AFK Fisher is in. So it's pretty much all ready to go, but I haven't yet rigged up the item sorter that'll take out the name tags and send them over to my other chest. But what I want to do is rig up something to take the heads out. And I don't want to have to do too much. I want to try and incorporate it into the design. So I was hoping to try and head off the heads right here just as they're getting destroyed. So I've got a dropper there, dropping all the junk onto this cactus, and the heads are going to end up here. So this is where I want to grab them. So the plan is to use a dispenser rather than a dropper when we are getting rid of all the junk. So let's just put a button on there. I've got some heads on me, so we're going to test this. So if I've got any kind of junk in there, it's going to get dropped just like a dropper would do it. But the plan is to use an armor stand on top of the cactus, a few of them, to grab all the heads. So did I put the heads in? Yes, I did. So let's give this a go. Yep, no problems there. And then we can just come along and... oh, this is a bit tricky. Got one. Oh no. it's not going to let me grab it. Do I have to break an armor stand? Okay, there's one broken. So, okay. And I bet you it's not going to let me grab this one either. So, yeah, we're always going for one armor stand. So you have to break them first. Ooh, that's not what I had in mind. Okay, if we've got all our armor stands in place, if I then push it with a piston, no, it doesn't separate them at all. They're still all together. Okay, so yeah, the plan was to have multiple armor stands, and I thought I could just come along here and grab all the heads off, but that's not the case. You have to break the armor stand. And as soon as you break the armor stand, the head's going to fall onto the cactus and we're going to lose it anyway. You know what? I've done a lot of AFK fishing trying to get heads, and I'll fish for 8 hours and I may not get a head. And I think once I had 2 heads in there, but yeah, it's pretty rare. So I think we'll just use the one armor stand on the cactus. And oh, here's a thought. Will the armor stand even sit on the cactus, or will it break? We'll find out. Go in there. Hang on. Yes, that's fine. And I guess if we throw an item onto there, it'll still break on the cactus. Yes, it will. Still gets destroyed. So yeah, we'll do it this way. So if we get one head in fishing, I'll make a nice little path down here so we can just come and collect our head. And I'll put a trapdoor here. So the items still get funneled straight down the cactus, but we can easily come in, grab one head out of here. And yeah, this'll work. If you haven't seen this design, you're thinking, well, the leather boots will be dispensed onto that. The leather boots are taken out and sent to a different area, but yeah, even if they did, you just end up with one set of leather boots there and it wouldn't be a problem. So yes, oh, is that still a dropper? I've got to change that dropper to a dispenser. So we'll get rid of that. It's going to break. That's okay. And we'll put the dispenser in place. And I don't think this trapdoor is going to be hit by any redstone. That would suck if you're fishing and this thing was flapping around. So let's just test this. We'll chuck some items in there. No, we're all good. Okay, this thing is enabled to catch heads. Well, one head. So we're going to leave it here, guys. This big project is nearly done. I've just got one more room to go here. So I think I'm going to section off that AFK Fisher into its own little room. I can't bring myself to AFK in the open. Something bad will happen. So I'll make a little room around that so we're nice and safe. And then I think I'll just do a sort of decorative room right here. I kind of want to make it look like an airport waiting room. But we'll see. And there's also my portal you can see right off there. I'm going to bring it over into this room. And yeah, it should be looking pretty cool once we're all done. And I've also got to finish filling this thing up with creepers and start getting some heads. I just keep building and I'm not actually doing what this farm is meant for. So hopefully by next episode we will have some heads, guys. But this is Cortezerino signing out from Creeper City. See you later.